line. This is week 8. So next week is week 9. Okay. So strings in Python are surrounded by either a single quote or a double quote. That's why I said anything once you covered with a single quote, surrounded by a single quote, which is this, or double quotes, it's automatically considered a strings. That's the way you consider a string. So this hello and this hello, this one has single quote, right? This one have what? Both of them are considered strings. So you call strings sequence, right? Strings are technically sequence, run by sequence. Let's pick this hello for example. By sequence I mean class characters that are connected to one another. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are in sequence and connected to one another. And when you are counting in the sequence inside of it, you don't start from 1. Start from 0. This first character is start at 0. The second character is start at 1. The third one, 2, 3, and 4. So it's a sequence, but this sequence starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, depending on the length of this string. So every character in your string is considered as a part of a sequence. So that's the ability to do that. We said is it says this. The six are technically sequence. That means each character is connected to one another in series. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I now say, what is the fourth character? Sorry, what's the fourth index? This sequence 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one will be the fourth one. If I want to get the fourth one, I will say this one is the fourth one. I want to get the third one. The third, the second, first, and 0. Okay? So in your string, each character is examined to be a part of the sequence which starts from 0. Okay? And it's also called, if you want to get exactly one character, it's called an index. So H is index 0, E is index 1, this first L index 2, 3, and 4. So if I say now, give me the character in index 4, what will you say it is? Every 4, index 4. What? Oh yes, oh. So start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, to create your string is very, very simple. There are 2 ways, there are actually 3 ways. You have the single quote, double quote, and triple quote. We should get to that very soon. Let's just put our head around single quotes and double quotes. Okay, so to use a single quote, simply create your variable equals to, this is just variable assignment. Then your string itself is now single quotes. Put a character, it doesn't matter. Then close it. Remember, in Python, anything you are opening, you have to close it. And not to open and leave it there. You have to close it back. So this invariable now is what? Is a what? This is a string. So this is one way of creating a string. Using this double quotes. You know this double quote is different from typing this one 2 times, right? So these are it's a different symbol. So you can also use this. Both of them works perfectly. So now let's do a quick example. At the bottom, just click on your click here, press B, go to a new cell. Now create a string for your name. Create a variable called name, then put your name there. Then put your name there. You are going to put your name. Put your own name, don't put my name. Now, we use a single quote for this. I want to do something now. Then I will say, I don't know, let's call this one message. We'll dwell more on this later on, but let's just put it in. And we are going to use a double quote for this one. Both of them are both string. Say my name is. So what I want you to do now is to combine, when you are printing out, you are going to combine this message with this name. Right? Using that comma with your print. To prove to you that both of these are considered as string, I'm going to combine them now. Say print, say message, comma, name. No, let's count this. Are you seeing it? Both of these are considered, so that's why they were both combined together to make a simple sentence. Have you done your one of those? It's off. It's good. Have you done your things? Okay, so we're able to get this, proving to you for a fact that this and this are the same thing, just different way of creating it. Hope you use your name, not use my name. Another reason for us having this different way of creating strings, because in English language, there are situations where there is quote in your string. For example, when you want to use apostrophe, maybe you want to quote something someone said, right? In those situations now, say I want to do an apostrophe, like this example now, it's alright, there's an apostrophe with S. If I were to use a simple quote with it, automatically what Python will say that this is where your string ends. Now ignore this other part, S, alright. You think that this one is not part of your string, you just say, okay, I hope we are close there. I mean, this is the string now, very rubbish, you understand? So, situations like this will bring forth the need for this other double quote, okay? This double quote now is kind of an alternative in case you are going to use a single quote as an apostrophe somewhere. Rather than using single quote to create your strings, you can just use a double quote to know, okay, this everything inside double quote is your string, then this is just an apostrophe inside of it. It's a way to solve that issue. Right? When you are creating any solution, you have to think of issues. And this is just a way Python decided to use to solve that issue. So this is a fix. And as well, if you are going to quote something, maybe so this is not a good example. This a good example. Maybe you want to write a sentence. Simon said. You are going to quote what Simon said. I'm all right. That's what Simon said. So Simon said, and inside quote, I'm all right. In that situation, if you use a double quote to open it at the beginning like this, let me stop this. If you do something like this, let me use a variable. Let's call this. You know when you are quoting somebody, you use double quotes normally. So imagine doing this. I say immediately you know there's a you say I am all right. Even without you running it, you know there's a mistake. But you remember when there is when it's it's always most of the time, not 100%. It still depends on your passion, but most of the time you always have mistake. So now what's happening here? What's happening here is this quote and this quote starts here, it ends here. So it's only Simon said that it's quoted. Then this one that's supposed to be like quoting what Simon said is now left like that. It's not inside of any string. So you just change this one to single quote, change this one to single quote. So this entire sentence, Simon says the quote, I am alright, is all inside of one string sentence, which was assigned to this MS, short form for message. So when I print this will give me the correct value without any error. So I'm getting it with the quotes and everything. So this is another reason why Python is okay. Let's make it so we have two alternatives. We're not limited to one. In this revision came in 2.9 and 2.0. We are currently using Python 3.12 or 14. I can't remember. We have 14 and 12. So if you want to use a quote instead of maybe a quote instead of another quote, this is one of the ways to fix it. Right? This is one of the ways. There's another way we should talk about very soon, but this is one of the ways to fix this situation where you are going to have either an apostrophe or a quote instead of a string. This is how you fix it. Then the last way of creating your string is called the multi-line string. Okay? So anytime when you use this one, most of the time is when you want to write a sentence or a statement as a string, but you want it to have this new line. For example, you want to write all of them should be the new line. I see it. You want it to be like this. The only way you can have it like this is by using what's called the multi-line string. And the multi-line is simply either you are using single quote 1, 2, 3, or you put in mark and 1, 2, 3, that's close mark. Automatically, once it says single quote 1, 2, 3, open the statement and 1, 2, 3 to do this again. Automatically, it now knows that this sentence is a multi-line quote, meaning if it sees a new line, it holds that new line, doesn't throw it away. hold that new line, this new line, this new line. When I print it out of well, it's going to be printed the way I type it here. I will come first, I will go to the next line, A will go to the next line, and the body will go to the next line. This is one way of printing multiple quotes, or either using single quote 3 times, or by using double quotes 3 times. And open it. Yeah. Single quote and double quote are two different characters. So in this scenario, I can do something like this. I can open the string here using the triple quotes. Then go to my next line, put this is a, go to another line. You see, even if I'm going to different lines, it's not changing. Now, let's go up. Let's try it with this. Try to go to another line using this normal quote. Immediately, see an error, right? So in situations where you want to keep the line breaks there, even when you're printing that, the line breaks is going to be there as well. Use your multi-line quotation, which is the triple single quote or the triple double quote. That's how you do it. Okay, now for your classwork, let's just do this. Write I am a boy, then print it out using this book. Yes. Yes.
Different lines.
Yes. Print it out. It's going to print out the way you type it. Okay. So create a, let's call this message 2, MSG2 now equals to 1, 2, 3. Put on I. Oh, my own is in markdown. Let me change it back to. Remember, if you are using the triple quotes, if it's double quotes you are using, it has to be double quotes at the opening part and at the closing part. So you cannot put single quote 1, 2, 3 here and now put double quote 1, 2, 3. Error. It's an error. It's an error from the pit of hell. Okay, now let's relax for a bit as we go into the next section of this string. Collins, are you done? We're almost done. So what we do, I think we're already behind. We are almost 2 weeks behind. 2 weeks or 1 week. Okay, I think we are 1 week behind. So what will we do? We're doing online classes. Down on Sunday. So you guys will tell me the best time on Sunday. Not on Saturday. I'm busy on Saturday. On Sunday, between 5 and 8, the best time for us to have an online class. Between 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's when I will have class on Sunday. Let's say between 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. The best time, do like a 2-hour section. 2 hours maximum. It's 2 hours is the normal time. But if the question is long, we might add maybe 30 minutes to it. Look at it very well. One of the rules of creative variable is what? Have you seen it?
Yes. You see the work.
Variable message, MSG, and 2. There is a space. You said in your variable there cannot be space between either you are using an underscore or you are coming them together. So that's the issue with your own code. Then that's one issue. That's one. Then when you are printing it out, you have to, it has to be the same name. Message 2 and message 2. You create message 2, you are printing message. You will not be given a number. You must be born and first way people. You won't spend money where you don't need. That's it now. Okay. So the next series that we are going to talk about is the strings are, like I said in the beginning, I said strings are sequence. And also be expressed in that string as sequence, we call it an array. Either sequence or array. Array simply means a collection of items. So by sequence, I simply mean this. If I have the word hello as a string, when I say that is sequence in array, it simply means it has items connected to each other. And each of this character, H is an item, U is an item, M is an item, L is an item, U is an item, and they are all connected to each other. That's what I mean by array. Array simply means items that are connected to each other, groups together. Call it an array. I'm giving you as using both terms in my system that let's call an array or a sequence. I prefer saying these are the sequences to follow the item connected to each other and the following particular series, the particular sequences. The first item is always 0, second one is 1, 2, 3, 4. If there is space, like I said, is also a character, right? Space is also a character, so space is being counted as well. Okay, so we have this string, hello world, right? If I want to get just a single item inside of it, I can actually do that. I can get a single item. Maybe I want to get this W inside of this hello world. I can do that, right? Because each of these characters have their own corresponding index, right? They have their own corresponding numbers or their own corresponding sequence. So if I'm starting from 0, H is what? E is what? 1. L is what? 2. The second L is 3. The H, the O, 4. This comma, 5. This space. That means this W now is what? 7. So if I want to get the W, what I will simply do is this. This name I gave to assign this string. This is the name I assigned to it. So my string now, I will say on this my string, find me the character in 7. On this string, put a square bracket, then put 7. Automatically, when I run this, the output I'm going to get will be this W. That's how you can point and put items from your string, put characters from your string. That's how you can point and pick. So if this one will give me what? H. Then the next thing we need to understand is what is called negative indexing. Okay? Negative indexing starts from -1. This is how it works. So you don't get confused. If the positive starts from the left, right? Negative starts from the right. So if I say -1 is this first one from the right is -1. Second one from the right, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, positive start from 0. Negative start from the given. If I say 0, 0, is that minus or -0? If you can find -0, then you put it down. So 0 is 0. So even when I put -0, it will stick. It's also this. So mathematics will not allow for minus. If my maths allow for minus 0, then we would have placed away that there is minus 0. But since there is no minus 0, we don't have to go and kill ourselves. So negative starts from minus 1, while positive starts from 0. So minus 13 will be h, minus 1 will be this exclamation mark. Let's run it, let's see. Yeah, negative starts from this side, right side. Positive starts from this left side. So let's do an example. Let's use somebody's name before we get to slicing. Let's use Collins. So if we want to get if we want to print out S in Collins, how do we do that? Collins,
Sir?
want to print out the S in your name?
My name.
Yes.
Count.
What do we count? Another thing, the reason why you have two ways to count. So you don't, like in this example now, I can count from here down to this test to find the last one. Or I can just say minus 1. Right? This is the last one. The last one you have two ways to count. Imagine you have a sentence that is 20 characters long. You're not counting. And what you are looking for is at the end. So it depends on where you are going from, how you count it. Here you're coming from the left or from the right. So in this scenario, what is most better for me to do now, easier, so is to start from the left. Say minus 1. Okay. Then if I wanted to get C, sure I could count from here. Just stressful. If I want to do minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, 7, I can do that. Depends on the one that works best for. That's why the one thing I like about programming is one problem and solve it in many different ways. The same problem, I can solve it one way, solve it your own way, but we'll still get the same answer. So the goal now is to solve it in the most fastest and most efficient way possible. As you go, when anything programming, you should not limit yourself to that. This is how they did it for me. This is how it's always done. You should not limit yourself to that. If they give you one way, you look of a way to make it faster. Fast is always better. So if we wanted, Mary, if we wanted to get the O, how would we do it? What would we put here? What would we get to O? What? 3. O? O is 3. Yes, which number is O? This one. 1. O is 1. You were right the first time. No. Which quote? This quote. No. This quote simply open and close. This is the string. It's a way of encapsulating it. Like you have a pack of sugar. You count the pack as part of the sugar. You not count the pack, you count only the sugar. So this quote is more of the pack that contains it. So you start from C, so it's now 1. Okay, so the next thing we want to learn is what is called slicing. What I mean by slice, you have a big cake. Slicing is to section a part of it, take that part. Right? You can also do that with your string. Going forward, most of the data type that we'll be talking about, all of them are all sequences, all right? Because they have items inside of themselves. But we'll get to that very soon. So simply means to slice simply means taking a section of this. Maybe I want to get only the yellow, I can and slice it out. Take it. I want to get the word. I can slice that piece out and take it. Okay? And the way we do that is there's a simpler way to do this. You have your, it's almost the same thing with getting a single piece. But in this scenario, what we have is, look at this B. We have two factors to consider. Where we are going to start slicing from, and the numbers of characters we are slicing out. So in this scenario, we have this way we will start our slicing from. Then how many characters are we going to take from this? So if we start our slicing from H, which is 0, we now count how many characters we are going to slice out. H is 5, okay? So we count 5 from H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know what we are going to slice out of this. Let me confirm something. This is different from SQL. Okay, this is different from SQL. So this is different from SQL. I was using SQL substring. I was using substring to explain this. The difference is this. If this one still remains the same, this is where we are going to start from. This first part is the character we are starting from, right? While this second part is the character we are ending, -1. The index we are ending, -1. What do I mean by that? If I count this is 0. I mean 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is supposed to be comma, right? That -1 simply means we are going to ignore that last one and get everything before that. So if this is supposed to be 5, this is supposed to be index 5. We just ignore this minus if I want to get from this stage to this one. That's what that -1 means. Don't get it. Yeah, come now. Come and count it. This is 0, I mean, H is 0. And this comma is index 5. Count it now. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ordinarily, if I say start from 0 and end at 5, it will give me a low comma, right? But the way Python works is this: it cuts all the way to this 5 and it excludes that one. So it will not be a low without that comma. That's what it means. Python just ignores the last thing. You can't stop it there, but it ignores that one. It's not added to your output. That's what it means. That's how Python looks at it. So let's work with this one. We know that 7 is this W. Let's count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 12 will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? 12 will be this question, this exclamation mark. So if I say 7, start from 7, end at 12, excluding that, whatever character is in 12, what will I now get? 1 without the exclamation mark. That's it. That's how you slice. You know the first one, you know where you're going to end. You know where you're going to end. Then you count that end in mind, you'll start particular character and that end. That's how you slice. So let's slice Marvelous to slice Marvelous to Marvel and Loss. You add 2L. How do you spell your name? Is it 2L? So let's slice this into 2. Get the Marvel and get the Loss at the end of it. So that's what we are going to do. this will bring us back to another thing which I'm going to talk about very soon. So print name so we are going to start from the first one, the Marvel 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so we take it to 6. 1L. Then we'll exclude that 6L. Is that what you got? Let me run it. So I've got Marvel. But you have an issue when you want to get the ending part. Give me from here down to the end. You have an issue there. But I wish I would show you how to fix in the next example. So this will now start from 6, then end at 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Did the other part, is it complete? Did you get the S? How did you do it? 6 to 10. But they are not, it's not up to 10 characters. It's 10. But when you are counting from 0, right? It's not supposed to get to 10, it's supposed to end at 9. Okay? But you can do it that way. But the ideal way to do it is, rather than using that 10, right, there's a better way to do that. If you leave this part empty, right? You specify the beginning part, but you leave the ending part empty. What you do, it will start from the 6, then get to the extreme end. It doesn't matter where it is, if it's 10, 50, it doesn't matter. You start from that 6, then get to the extreme end. This simply means, if I leave the empty, simply give me the extreme end, the last character in that sentence. That's what I'm interested in. So when I run it with this, see that it will work now. This is how you are supposed to do it. Okay? So to slice to the end, right, you leave the last part. If you want to slice to the end, maybe you know the first one and you want to get to the ending, you leave the ending part empty. Okay? And inversely, it also works like this. If I know the end where I want to end, right? I want to get everything. I know the end. I know where I want to end it at. But I don't know where I want to start. I want to just get everything from before that ending part. I'll leave the beginning part empty. So in this scenario, if I leave here, this is 7, this is W, start from W, and I leave this part empty, what will I get? Word with the exclamation mark. Then look at this one now. I start from 6. Sorry, I ended at 6. Let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is this space. So I'm ending at the space, and I left the beginning part empty. Which simply means start from the extreme starting, which is anywhere which is going to be H. So give me everything from the beginning down to that the place I say end at, which is the space. So I'm going to get H, E, L, L, O, and the comma. Then if you leave the beginning part empty and the ending part empty, it's going to give you everything from the beginning to the ending. So by leaving it empty is simply a case to like saying, if you leave the beginning part empty, start from the beginning. If you leave the ending part empty, end at the extreme end. The last character in that string, that's where you are going to end. If you leave the beginning part empty, start at the first character in that string. Are you seeing it? It's kind of like a placeholder. So situations where you know where you are going to start, you don't know where you are going to end. do it like this. So instead of you doing that 10 that you did, right? And you know you are going to go to the end, just leave the end, leave the last ending character, leave it empty, to give you the same results. Let's see. Okay, let's get around. Right around this. Okay, quick last work. Slice this. Which other person will like it? I want to steal it. So this is what I want you to do. Slice this Timothy into this three. Just I will have Tim, I will have O, I will have this as well. Yeah. Okay. So this Timothy slide like this, Tim O and this THY. Collins, do this class for me. THY. Team. CIM. Very function. Are you done? Okay. Okay, the next thing we are going to look at is the length functionality. What it allows us to do is to get the total numbers of characters in the string. And it's very easy to use. You create your string, assign it to a variable, then you simply pass that variable into your length function. So what this will give you is, if you count this, 1, 2, 3 should be 30 characters. Okay? You can count it if you want to. From here down to this question mark, it's 13 characters. This is 6. This is 6. Then that space included. 6 plus space, that gives you 13. So when I run it, pass this variable into my length, will give us 13. Basically, you count every character inside of it. So there's a situation where you want to do this. For example, if you are working with a data set that has, let's say, BVN, and you want to count all the BVN inside of a particular column, you only know that BVN, I think BVN is supposed to be 11 characters. So if when you count them, anyone that has more than 11, you know there's an issue somewhere. So you create another column that has the count of all the BVNs. You can easily detect all the wrong BVN, do your manipulation based on those incorrect BVNs. Okay. So now we are going to relax for a bit. Let's relax. We are jumping into functions, string functions. String functions are basically functions that are only effective on strings. String functions are only effective when you are working with strings. They are functions majorly for working with string values. And the first function we have in our string function is the uppercase function. The upper function. So if I have the string, which is this, A is equals to this string, and I want to convert this value from this lowercase like this to fully uppercase, I will use the upper function, and this is how I do it. This A, put your full stop, upper. At the end of it, you put this open and close parentheses. When you run this, you convert this A value, which is this hello world, to upper case. So you can test it out. If you click on run, if you run this, have you run your own? You can see the contrast when you try to print A on its own. When I print A on its own, see A is still this small case, but when I use the upper, convert it to upper case. Invariably, you have the lower case functionality for string. And what do you think that does? Change what? Yes. So this is how you also use your lower case. Now the strip works like string does in Excel. So if there is space at the front or at the back of the string, and you want to remove it, like this example, there's space here, there's space there. You use the strip function to remove the spaces at the front and at the back. So when I run this space that is here and this space, these two spaces, will be stripped. There's no trim in Python, there's stripped. Remove those spaces. You can see there's no space here anymore. You cannot highlight any space. There's no longer any space. So strip works like trim in itself. Then we have your replace. What do your replace do? You know we have replace in SQL too. Everything they work. If you look at it, from function we're using them, we're also using it here. The replace takes a particular character or word and changes it to the replacement to specify. So in this example, we have hello world, and in my hello world, I say replace H. Anywhere you see H, replace it with J. So when I run this, it will change my H to J, which is yellow world. Now we have the other one, which is called split. Anyway, I'll class work on this split very soon. The way the split works, it converts your, depending on what you specify to your split to be, it will split your string into a list. Let's say, for example, you have as a string, you have your recipe as a string now. Recipe equals to fish, meat, all of those things. Let's just do that for class one so that you see what I'm talking about. So let's type. Press B. Let's call this recipe. Just put 3 things inside of my recipe: meat and salt. So these are the 3 things that you are supposed to buy. Right now it's a string. As it is now, it's a string. What the split allows you to do is to convert this string from a string as it is now to a list where each item in that list is separated by the comma. Anywhere there's a comma, it will separate to break the item as one item in a list. So meat will be an item, fish will be an item, salt will be an item. So when I use a split on this, print recipe dot split. And for this, you have to specify what you are splitting on. In this example, I put space. That's why I was splitting on this space. But in this example, this other one, I will be splitting on comma. Let me run this. This should run. Let's see. Okay. So that's the full stop. I see it. So anyway, it says this comma. You split my string. So I say fish, comma, meat, then salt. So it's a way of creating a list from a string. Just a way to create a list from a string. It's another way to create a list from a string. Okay, we talked about concatenation. I mean, you know what concatenation means? Hmm? Timothy, you know what concatenation means? Concatenation. We talked about it in Excel. We talked about it in SQL. Hmm? Marvelous. You know what it means? Eh? But you know we've used it. We talked about it. Yes, to combine two or more words together. As you can also do that in Python. There are two ways to do that. Number one way is to just use the plus. I have a word, I have another, plus them together. Just bond them together. That's a way of concatenating, which is this. I didn't even do it here. Let me cancel this. So I have hello. Let me clear this out. I have hello is A, and I have world as B. When I concatenate them together, I'm going to get a new value called hello world. I see. So this is what concatenation is. You take two or more words and bond them together. So this example said although the plus operator works for string concatenation, things can get messy if you start trying to join more than one values together, or when you are combining a string and a number together. That's where the string formatting comes in. And you can do this to combine two words together, but there's a more elegant way of doing it, which is the new method. This one came with, I think, Python 3 and above. It's using the string formatting, or popularly called F string. They call it the string formatting. So on this one allows you to combine words, sentence, numbers together to create a more better string. Combining words, sentence, and numbers together to create a more better string, and works better than this plus. This plus, the limit is that you cannot add numbers. Maybe you have a string and I want to add your age, for example. I say my name is so and so, I am so and so age. I want to be plussing it together. Immediately you see that number, tell me that there's an error. You cannot add a number and a string. But this F formatting, this string formatting, allows me to do that. And this is how it works. Say I want to create a string where I add this age into the string. Maybe I define it separate. I want to add this age into this word, this string. From here to here is a string, okay? And I want to add this age, which is a number. If I try to do plus, I am plus the age that is here, automatically error will come because words and number are not connected. But the way this F formatting is, it allows me to do that. And the way to do it is just to add this F at the beginning of your string, that's one. And the place you are going to add this age to, put a curly bracket around it. That's two. Add your F, then put this variable now, which is this age. When you are going to add it in your string, put a curly bracket around that value. So when you run this, you see that my name is John, I am 36 years old, which is the value for this age. It's now being shown there without any error whatsoever. Okay, now do an example, a classwork for your own. Switch this. Which TX? It's just a variable name. It can be anything. Okay, this 36. Yes, is this age that is here that I added to this text this string here, I change it to 36. So that's a way to combine. You know, normally if you use the plus to combine it like that, you tell you that this one is number, this one is text, it will not work. But by using this F string or this string formatting method, you can actually combine H, you can combine numbers and strings together without any issue. So your own classwork, do this, but in your own scenario, change the name and change the age. Say my name is, for example, my name is Collins, I am Bamba age. Put your age there, or put any age you like there, doesn't matter. So duplicate this. If I want to copy this cell, how do I do it? I want to duplicate this value. This cell, the full cell, everything here. Copy, have it? Paste. Which thing? What did this say? It's copy and paste. Then you can change this, your age to whatever age you like, 500 if you like. I can even do minus. My age is 55 minus 45. This thing right here is called a placeholder. Placeholder. So this placeholder can be a variable, can be an operation, which I did here. This is an operation. I did 50 minus 40. It can be a function. It can also be a modifier to format the value, which you look at. There you go. So this is what is this thing called? As it is like this price and this value, it's called a what? Variable. Who said variable? It's a variable. So this placeholder value, which is this price, can be a variable, right? It can be an operation, which is this is a modifier. Let me go to operation. Inside of my placeholder, I can put an operation, which is a like multiplication, division, and those operations. I can put that in here. I can put a function. Let's not talk about function now. We've not got into that. But this is how you create a function. This is how you use a function. Just know that you can put anything inside of this your placeholder. It can be a function, a modifier. This modifier simply means format this your variable. This one is 2 decimal point. Don't need to worry about this one. Just know it can be a variable, it can be a function, it can be an operation. That's the three key things you need to understand here. And we'll talk about function when we get to functions. If I teach function now, it will be too much for us. Remember at the beginning, I said that the situation where you are creating a sentence, there's no water. See, there's a situation where you are creating a sentence and it might have a quote inside of it or an apostrophe inside of it. And I say one of the ways to tackle that is by changing. If I'm opening with if my sentence has a quote, right? When I have a double quote inside of it, when I'm quoting the string, I'll use a single quote. Or if you have an apostrophe, when I'm quoting the string, I'll use a double quote. There's also another way to tackle this. Right? If you don't want to use double, you want to be changing the quotes, go to just use maybe a single quote person. Everything you're doing in Python, any string you're creating in Python, you're using single quotes. You're a single quote person, you don't want to change your single quote to double quote. But you still want to maintain that inner quote that you're going to have. There's a character we used for that scenario, which is called the escape character. So the escape character is used to insert characters that are illegal in the string. And the escape character is a backslash. So an example of an illegal character is a double quote inside of a string surrounded by a double quote. So look at this example. You create this string from here to here using a double quote. You create this string using a double quote, and inside of this double quote, right, you have this Vikings that is inside of a double quote. If you don't put this escape character, you have a problem, which is this. Okay? Escape character simply what it does is any character that is normally illegal, that's not supposed to be there, it will cancel the original function of it. Like this double quote, suppose the normal use of this double quote was supposed to close this open quote here. But by putting your backslash, it's simply telling me that you no longer serve this purpose. You are just a normal double quote. Your job is not to close anything. You are just a normal double quote. At the beginning of that, this double quote now, put the backslash there. It's telling Python that this double quote is no longer serve that purpose of closing this string. So, and I'll go over to here too, since I want to remove that functionality. So now this double quote no longer closes my string, it's just a normal double quote. That's what the backslash does for us. Any illegal characters, it cancels out their function, their original function, and make them just a normal character. So now when I run this should work. So you can see I'm creating my string with double quotes. I'm still using a double quote inside of it. And it's still working very well because I use the backslash to cancel the function of the double quote normally. That's the way it works. So if you are someone that likes using single quotes and you have something that has an apostrophe, you use your backslash. But for now, I recommend you just use, if it's going to have double quote inside, use a single quote to open it. And so on and so forth. But there are situations where you must use this backslash. For example, maybe I have a sentence, it has an apostrophe inside, it also has a double quote inside. I cannot run from it, I have to use the backslash to escape the ones inside of it. Okay, so apart from that backslash being used to cancel out either a single quote or a double quote, you can also use it to cancel out a backslash. Let's see here. You will not necessarily use this one, okay? So let's leave this one for now. I don't think you need to use this one. The only thing you might use, okay, let me just talk about this /n. In string, there are also things called special characters. When you are constructing a string, and maybe you want to add some things called special characters. So this tab /t means tab. If I put slash and T together, the T now is no longer recognized as T again. It's now recognized as tab. Let me remove this. Let me run this normally first. Remove this. Remove this. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's run this. Error. Where the error come from? Okay. I think I know where the error came from. I'll just show you some extra special characters. Okay, the first error I have is this. The reason I'm getting this error is because I'm using double quotes. I cannot move into multiple lines, right? The only way I can do this that's going to work. The process of you pressing tab is a character. Tab is a character, right? Which means go to another line. And I told you that this escape character, this backslash, it's any character that has a particular function on its own, which like this escape character is to go to another line. You can use this backslash to cancel that functionality. So if I put backslash here, the escape character, this go to another line, simply means that go to another line is not recognized as a new word. So it's going to work. Let me run this now. It's another issue. Let's see. I think there's another one here. Just this. This here. Okay. Originally, if I do this, I go to another line without putting this backslash to give us an error. By putting this here, I simply mean that going to another line no longer recognized as a change. Nothing is really changing there. So you can see that this slash is not even showing in my results. It's not showing. This slash is not showing. It's just cancelling the effect of going to another line. That's what this backslash is. Anything that you do that normally will cause like an illegal character normally, like new line is an illegal character normally. The only way to effect it, right, is by using this backslash. Then there are some additional special characters that we have. So for example, I want to do tab. If I press tab normally, so tab will move this from the edge like 3, when you press tab. So what's I don't know why it's that's supposed to do something like this, bro. There's a shorter way to do this. It's called special character. You might not use this anytime soon. I'm just showing you for the sake of knowledge. Sorry. So what's to be backslash, not percentage. It will be backslash, not percentage. For the sake of knowledge. This backslash T is tab. Backslash B is backspace.